Hi guys, welcome to another edition of OK Academy's e-learning program. I'm Uncle Eric, your science facilitator. Last week we looked at temperature, and in today's lesson we are going to treat how to measure temperature. Have you checked your temperature this week? I have, so please do. Now, we need to know the device we use in measuring temperature. Temperature is measured using thermometer. Okay? If you want to measure the temperature of any substance or body, you need to use a thermometer. Now, there are several types of thermometers. Some of them include liquid in glass thermometer, bimetallic thermometer, gas thermometer, pyrometer, thermocouple. These are just a few types we can mention. But we are not going to treat any of them aside liquid in glass thermometer. Emphasis on liquid in glass, meaning there will be a liquid in a certain glass. All right? Good. What is a liquid in glass thermometer and how does it look like? The most common liquid in glass thermometers that we know are clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. I repeat, clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Take note of these words, clinical and laboratory, because you are going to use them a whole lot. It doesn't mean these are the only liquid in glass thermometers we have, but then these are the most common ones we can talk of. Let's start by looking at clinical thermometer. This thermometer is mostly used in hospitals and clinics for measuring the temperature of the human body. Have you ever been to the hospital? Has a doctor or nurse checked your temperature before? Well, then the thermometer he or she used is a clinical thermometer. All right? Good. This clinical thermometer we are talking about could be digital or analog. Now, the analog has some scales on them, but the digital one is very easy to read because it appears directly on the screen of the thermometer. Okay? Now, laboratory thermometer. This thermometer is mostly used in laboratories for measuring the temperature of substances like water. You can mention a whole lot more. Ice, petrol, diesel, and so on. All these are substances that can be measured by using the laboratory thermometer. They also come in two folds. We can have an analog laboratory thermometer and a digital laboratory thermometer. Note that clinical thermometer cannot be used in the laboratory, and laboratory thermometer cannot be used in the hospital to check the temperature of human body. All right? Good. On the board, I have drawn some diagrams just to help you know how these liquid in glass thermometers look like. Don't worry at all. I'll send you pictures and also videos to help you understand this topic better. Let us look at the analog clinical thermometer and certain parts that you should know. All right? First, we have the bulb. this part is where we insert either in the armpit or any part of the body we deem necessary so that we can measure your temperature. We call it the bulb, and it is the tip of the thermometer. Now, this tip you see is made with a certain thin glass, very thin, just to cover the bulb. Aside that, there is a liquid in it. That liquid could be mercury or alcohol. So as you can see here, I've indicated mercury or alcohol. Please note that water cannot be used in the thermometer for one or two reasons. Now, if you look closely, this place is a bit slanted. That edge you see is called a kink. Others refer to it as constriction. Kink or constriction. This is there to stop the free flow of the mercury. Had it not been for the kink, when you turn the clinical thermometer upside down, there is a tendency that your reading will be very, very poor. You will not get the accurate results you need when you are reading. And that's the main reason why we have a kink, just to stop the free flow of the mercury or alcohol. Now, if you look closely, there is a tube here. This tube is called capillary tube. Because it has this hole in it, others refer to it as ball. All right? There are some readings on it. If you look closely, those are called the scales, also referred to as graduations or calibrations. Aside this, it is covered with a thick glass. The whole stem from here to this end is covered with a thick glass. On the other hand, we have a digital clinical thermometer. As you can see, the temperature has been indicated directly on the screen. So it's easy to read with a digital clinical thermometer as compared to an analog clinical thermometer. Now, let's look at the laboratory thermometer and some of the parts. The laboratory thermometer also has a bulb, just like the clinical thermometer. It also contains mercury or alcohol, as you can see. But then it has no kink. It has no kink. That makes the difference. Aside that, it has the ball or capillary tube. It has the scales or graduations, and it's covered with a thick glass, just like the analog clinical thermometer. But then its reading is also different. If you look at the scales are quite different from that of the clinical thermometer, and it's a bit longer than the clinical thermometer. Now let's look at the digital laboratory thermometer. This is how it looks like. Very simple. This is where, or this area is where we insert into the substance just to get the temperature of the substance. And it's easy to read. As you can see, the temperature of the substance is 62.5 degrees Celsius. All right? Okay. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Till we meet again, have a lovely scientific day. Bye-bye.